All right, what's up? Today we're playing Wordatro, which, as you can maybe tell by the name, or at least if you're familiar with like roguelikes, that it's basically similar to Balatro, except words, these little like Scrabble tiles. We're gonna be building words Scrabble style to do our scoring. Otherwise, I assume kind of like deck builder or like word bag builder is the name of the game. I have about 100 hours on Balatro, so, you know, I'm no expert, but I'm no stranger. And I play a lot of crosswords. I tend to think I have at least somewhat of a decent vocabulary. We'll see if it's good enough to actually win any rounds in this game. I've seen about, like, 3 minutes of an introduction to this game elsewhere. Otherwise, I'm going to be seeing a lot of this for the first time, so let's maybe actually pay attention to the tutorial. The goal is to complete all the levels by forming words to reach the target score. Yeah, okay, so like a Balatro round. Deer. Is there anything more fun I can play? Dire, tier. Retire. Retire. And just here. Evaluate word when energy is consumed. If you run out of energy, the game is over. Here, okay, so it's like our hand size. Energy rerolls and letters in hand are preserved between turns. Of course, calculate by multiplying points and multis. Letters you use earn points and multis. Letters you use earn points, comma, and multis are obtained based on the tiles you trigger. Okay, so the tiles are preset then? The multis on the tiles are preset, and then the points are based on the letter, kind of like the letter rarity would be in Scrabble, I assume? That was a rainbow. Oh, I didn't get to read that. Italic improved. Upgrades the tile by 2 multis. Okay. Kind of like a polychrome type thing. And I still gotta win. Dang, if I had 2 S's, I could do... Or no, I couldn't do quietest. You could do quieted. Hello? Can I play this? What's wrong with this? Wait. What's going on? Am I missing something? Did I have it spelled wrong? I'm really confused. It looks like we upgraded another tile, I think, once it actually scored it. So that's good. Presumably. I don't know, I guess I'm kind of just assuming that it's like permanent. Because otherwise what's like really the point of scoring them like that? Like scoring the 5th tile, other than obviously playing a longer word, like scoring the 5th tile being how you upgrade a tile seems like you'd be doing that permanently. +1 multi when a vowel is triggered. That seems really strong. +2 multi is just like always. Spelling can activate when trying to. Activates when a word is validated. Okay. So yeah, scales throughout the game. Every time I draw a Z. That's kind of fun. Is there a way to check? Okay, well, this says deck, but there's nothing under it. So I guess I was just wondering if there's a way to check like my word or not word letter bag. See like how many Z's I have, how likely I'm going to be triggering this. This bonus increases by +1 per word and loses -1 per reroll, so it's literally green Joker. But it starts at +4. That seems good. This seems like it could scale longer, and this just seems like standard good. You know what? I'm actually gonna try it. I feel like I feel like I'll be good enough at finding words. Super N special increases the other N. Wait, increases the other N by +5 points. What do you mean the other N? Like it has to be used in a pair of N's? Destroyed after use or reroll. So I get one time scoring. Okay. Well, I'm not right away seeing any words that have 2 N's. I wonder if by like other N it's like double N, like N back to back in the word itself. Because that's like a common thing. Oh, here we go. There's only 1 Z. Yeah, good thing I didn't take Zorro. A net. Okay, well, it's a good thing I don't have 2 E's because I would have been misspelling an enemy over and over and over again. So let's just actually skip that embarrassment and try to find a better word. Neon? I'm trying to kind of look at this and see if there's a way for me to incorporate this V and this O. Maybe let's just play Neon, and then we can also see how this works with whatever bonus this is. Empowering increases the other N by 5 points. If that's going to work here. Okay, it did. Alright. Fair enough. Just played Neon, and we won the round, just like that. Boost, just straight up. Always +5 multis. +1 reroll. +1 rerolls in the end of round rewards. What? I don't know if I know what the end of round rewards even means. And Zorro's back. Oh, is it referring to this? Like I could take this to in the future have more rerolls on this screen? Maybe that's good. I don't know. I mean, looking at this, we just saw that Zorro looks probably pretty hard to use and trigger. Well, is it though? I was gonna say, so we'll just take boost for the easy +5, but like this starts at +2, and as soon as I draw one Z, it already is just the same as boost, but straight up better. So I think, and it's early, so we still have. I mean, I assume it's early. I assume there's many rounds. It's been going quick so far. So I assume if I take Zorro, I'll have chances to find that Z. Oh, I can also dig through my bag, I guess, as well. You drag and drop the letter to the reroll area. Okay. Well, what do I want to reroll? I already see the word might, so if I want to reroll for like a Y, I can play mighty. Bunch of O's. An E. A lot of vowels. Stove. better than mighty. It's not even better than might. Tush. Also not better than might. Ghost. I'm just gonna commit to playing might, I guess. So you, whoops. But let's also try just re-rolling for Zoro then. I have served. Okay, so I'm noticing right off the bat that I may have blundered into a bit of an anti-synergy here. So let's not re-roll. Let's commit to stacking up served. And then when Zoro happens, it'll happen, and we'll just be content with the fact that it wasn't better than anything else I was offered. We'll play might here. $176. I almost see like postal. Stove. I'm gonna play this though, don't I? Guess I don't have to. I kind of do though. Stoop. Steep. Stoop, no difference. I guess the difference is like what, like, is there something that would work better with V? And I feel like E works better with V. I mean, I have like vol. What else? Like vial, veil. Vote, which I have. Don't really have. Can't play like. I wanted to play like P and V together. Like, what could I play? Like Vapid. I don't have A or I. Vorpal. I'm pretty sure that's a real word. I don't remember what it means though. But I don't have an R or the A. Pivot. Don't have the I though, like I said. Steel pool. This keeps stove. I want to see if I can maybe find pivot. And I'm also just kind of okay with that. I'm going to do -1/+1 here. That was also worth kind of digging for the Z though. Pivot. Happy with that. It should be strong. Yeah, that would have won on its own, I think. Would it have? Might and pivot. Happy with that. Alright. Zoro again. The game's consonants immediately gain +2 points. Back to the wall. Okay, so this is kind of like Dusk, where when my energy is running out, I'll get ×2 points and ×2 multis. Okay, so that's really strong. But when my energy runs out, another Zoro. Consonant. This game's consonants immediately gain +2 points. Seems weak to me. Wait, effective. So is that every consonant in my? This is weirded. Weirded. It is weirded. Weirded wordly. It's worded weirdly. I'm trying to decipher if this means that all of the consonants currently in my bag are immediately going to have +2 points on them permanently, or if this is saying every time I score a word, like in scoring, they get 2 points added, which I guess is effectively the same thing. But kind of in both cases, it feels just not very strong. I'm adding, what, +6 points to each scored word, like, on average. I guess I'm gonna take it just for the sake of, like, learning. All right, yeah, L, S, S. Okay, yes, they are all 3s. Those would normally be. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna act like that didn't just make me stronger. It definitely did. But looking at this hand, it is all vowels. So, like if I had another S, how many S's are in the bag? Only 2. I have both of them. Okay. I was gonna say if I had another S, like I'm looking at soulless. See seal. I can't reroll towards soulless because there's no more S's. Usual. I guess I can play right now. I don't hate that. I don't need to click and drag. Upgrade battalion. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Decent. Bold improved trigger letter. And it's tile. One more time. Okay, so that's gonna be on an E, that's only gonna be plus an additional extra point, but it is +3 mult if I can fit it into the 3rd tile or the 1st tile. Oh, a lot of these tiles are +3. Are they always like that? I only remember this one being +3. Well, let's try and fit this retrigger onto, I mean, honestly, really anywhere except for the 2nd letter if I can manage it. I have an X. If I had a C, I could play Excite here. And that is, frankly, exciting. How many C's are in the bag? 2. It's 4 D's. If I got a D, I could also play Exited, which is similar but slightly weaker. I think let's do. Oh wait, I can already play. Exist. Seems worth it. E's first. This is gonna be scoring off of points instead of off mult anyway. 5 letters long. It's not quite. I mean, if I were to play Excite or Exited, I'd get another tile, but this is only a ×1 tile. And I would need to get C and D if I wanted to get Excited up to a 7-letter word. Looks good enough to me. Nice. All right, what are we looking at? Hand capacity is increased by +1 letter. That is really good, I feel like. B greater than equal to A. +1 rerolls if the word contains at least as many consonants as vowels. For a reroll, though, I'm not really banking on getting more rerolls when I'm playing served, which, by the way, is stacking up quite nicely. Right off the bat, I'm seeing galore, which is already very tempting. Oh, do I have revoke? Oh, revoke is awesome. Yeah, I'm down for that. I actually kept most of galore. That said, I didn't get an E back, so I can't actually play it. J and X. Some high-scoring letters. And N. I almost have ignore, but like I said, I did not get an E back. My god. Why do I have so many E's? What's different between these ones even? I have 2 stacks of E's that are split in half by my empowered E. I wonder if I like picked an E out of the stack and empowered that one and then left a stack on the other side. That'd be really funny. But that seems like... Oh, it's doing it with the T's as well. Wait, what is going on? Oh. This must be a T I like acquired after picking up my consonant buff. But it is, again, regular T that I had at the beginning, separated by a new T. T I had at the beginning, separated by an empowered T. I had in the beginning. So it seems like all the letters I had with are in order, even within their stacks, and empowering one randomly in the middle of a stack will create an additional stack after it. That's pretty funny, and probably something they should work out for the sake of clarity when this game gets released. Did I actually have that many E's, though? Did I start with 12 E's? I guess maybe. Kind of need vowels, don't you? That makes sense. Anyways. Probably R E's, then, if I wanted to do a reroll here. I almost have... that's not true. I was going to say I almost have billiard. But I'm missing a D and a second I. Similarly, I'm very close to billion, but I need a second I. Close to galore, but I'm missing an E. Man. Unfortunate combination of vowels, being as there are only 2 of them. I should really be considering, or there's 3, there's an A that I'm not paying very close attention to. This is decent. Was actually better than I thought. I was so hyper fixated on those high scoring consonants that I just didn't bother to check if Jailer was going to be good enough. Underlined letters gain times 0.5 multis. Whoa. +1 energy in the end of round rewards. Again, I'm not really sure what that means. It seems like it'd be good. It's just another hand that can be played every round, right? This is interesting. Underlined letters gain times 0.5 multis. which... Wait, what? Which is worded strangely. I kind of figured it'd be infinitely stacking, but it says the effect of the bonus is immediate. And when it's worded like this, and it says I would immediately get times 0.5 multis, that is like saying it would be to have multiplying this 1.5 times 0.5 immediately. So I would go down to 0.75 multis on my underlined letters, which I don't know what that means to begin with. So I'm tempted to take this just because it is confusing and I would like clarity, but +1 special letter at each letter draw sounds literally genuinely completely broken, so I'm obviously taking that. Underline improved. Okay, so I just drew an underline. Times 1.5 of the multi's value when the letter is triggered. Well, that makes sense at least. So if I played that on a 3, I would be adding 1.5 multis. If I played it on a 1, I would be adding 0.5 multis. So again, try to play the E anywhere other than the 6th or 2nd slot, or if it gets long enough, then the 7th slot. You get an extra energy if you use a, what is that, 9 letter word? That's pretty crazy. So I'm an E away from beige. This NXZ is crazy. What's my served at? +9. Oh no, and I drew the Z, so my Zoro's at +7. That's good. Increase the other I by +5 points. Right after me. Does it have to be scored with another I for this to work, or does it work if there's an I in the hand? Because then if I played this with beige, it's not going to empower the other I unless it works on an I in the hand. I think I'm going to get rid of this X and this A. And put Z back in the bag so I can start digging for it again. And I want to try and play beige. Dig for an E. We got one. Anything better than beige open up? I kind of doubt it. But we can still look. I'm an S away from design. I'm a double L away from killer. I have lichen. Lichen might be better than beige. Lichen is definitely better than beige, in fact. Oops. Okay, let's play lichen. Okay, I'm a little bit curious if it'll accept it if I try re-lichen. Okay, it will not. What about re-liking? I'll play it. God. Pretty good score. Exclamation mark. Adds points even if kept in hand. So why would you ever play it? Destroy after player rerolls. Why would you ever play it? Especially... Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say if it was added to my hand on top of my hand size, which may be true, but after I play another word, that's not going to remain true. I wonder if you can just kind of like put it at the end of any word as well, though. That'd be interesting. I'm seeing pride. A T away from fidget. I'm not really seeing anything better than pride right away. Prude. The same thing, and my eyes score more right now, so it's not actually better. It's not like I have NT to make prudent. I have grief, which is the same scoring as pride. Nope, it's not, because it doesn't play the P. And P is +1 over the G, although the G is enhanced. Actually, I guess... Is it? Wait. Versus... Yeah, because the F is... Whoops, I spelled it wrong. Obviously, it should be this. I mean, this looks strong. This will probably win. Yeah, huge. Okay. So I guess this is what it means when it says end of round score. Not in demo, we're already almost done? Jeez. I've been cooking, though. Extra bold. Bold letters are re-triggered an additional time. Bonus increases by +1 points. All for every 3 points that you include in a reroll. Sounds fun and strong, but since my served is getting so high, I'm not planning on taking that. +7 points for each letter triggered from the word point. That seems fun. I like that. Kind of dictates what kind of words and letters you're looking for. I believe I only have 1 or maybe 2 bold letters. So this seems just like an inefficient thing to take, although re-triggers surely are quite strong. This, yeah, I mean, +7 points kind of feels like a lot. Pointed, nope, I'm missing an O. Reddit, I'm missing a T. I mean, I'm an O away from just playing the word point. Like I could play pointed. Yeah, try and dig for O. That's a lot of eyes. I can play deceit here. That looks pretty strong. I play indecent. Similar, but I'm playing one less I. IT. I. Actually good. Oh, I only have one N. I can count. In deceit. How many N's are in the bag? 5. Not a huge amount. I mean, I just play decent instead. Although, wait. Decent or deceit? With this N, decent is better than deceit? I'd just be swapping out the N for the I in terms of spelling. Or I could greed and try and dig for an N here. Which is maybe a little fun, but I don't really want to be re-rolling. Like, my serve isn't that strong. I probably want to keep it strong. I'm just going to play decent. Wonder... Okay, so it does let you play it, but again, I don't see why I would want to ever play it. I can just hold it in hand and always have it score. Pretty strong. Okay. A lot of eyes. Noise. Spoil. Poise. Noise is just poise, but scores more. What between noise and spine? Spine. I'm literally just taking out the O for a P. Okay, I wish that this would just work and flip them though. Well, there we go. I guess that's all there is to win out in this game. No endless mode yet. No harder levels, no boss levels or anything, but pretty clean victory there for my first run there. And the complete version is going to be over 50 bonuses. I'm assuming bonuses refers to like the perks we were picking at the end of the round. It's going to be more rounds, as we saw. Achievements to go for. That's fun. I loved achievement hunting in Balatro. Challenges. Maybe fun. To be fair, I haven't played many of the challenges in Balatro, so I don't have a comparison there. Better quality of life. Hopefully, that will include whatever that weird bag size thing was with the stack splitting. That was a little bit weird to look at, and I didn't realize I had 12 E's. For a second, I thought I only had 1. So that's maybe something to look into. And surprises and ellipses. Hell yeah. Couldn't be more excited for surprises and ellipses. That sounds fun. There's a daily challenge. We could try the daily challenge instead of just quitting out. Same start, same draw. Only your choices matter. And I guess I assume that's what this leaderboard is for. It's for the daily challenge. Frick it! Let's give the daily challenge a try. It looks like it's going to be another full run. Like a seated full run, I guess, with a scoreboard. That's kind of cool. So I can use rerolls here. I don't have served active. There's no reason not to look for words. Can I use this W for anything? I can just play poise right away. Don't hate that. I guess I don't love it because it doesn't score very high, but it's a way to score a hand while getting rid of some of these vowels that I have repeats of, which is only I. I don't know. It's only my second run ever. I don't need to min-max for a score right away to try and get the high score, but we'll see. I'm still gonna try. And I also don't know if you can play more hands but not win, like overshoot your score. Would that be kind of, would that score you higher? Like, do you want to win fast for the scoreboard and win in few hands? Or do you want to play a lot of hands and try and overshoot the score requirement? I'm not really sure which one is better in this scenario. Looking at cease here, maybe. Upgrades the tile by 2 multis. Never mind, I'm not looking at cease. I only have 1 E. Looking at pause. I don't want to try and use this C or this W or something. Pause isn't terrible. It's not the end of the world. I mean, but even just like way, W-A-Y, is already like comparable to pause. Except for the fact that pause gets me a 5-letter word and a bonus tile. Let's just play pause. Don't hate it enough to reroll yet. It's gonna end the round anyway. Overshoot by 20. Okay, so it does seem like... I guess the risk with playing a lot of hands is the fact that energy carries over from round to round. So that's the risk you run. You want to play few hands so that they carry over and you keep your hands through the whole game. But overshooting is how you want to score points at the same time. Okay. Board is the same length as the previous one. Its bonus increases by +2. Is this infinite? This bonus can evolve throughout the game. So yes, infinitely stacking. That's tempting. That sounds fun. But legendary seems completely broken. This bonus activates at the end of the score count. I mean, these can just add crazy multipliers to everything. Infinite scaling is tempting, but I mean, like, the run wasn't even that long. It's 7 rounds. You need to play multiple words of the same length to, like, that's kind of a weird, like, you'd need to play 5-letter words over and over again for this to, like, really work. Like, at least 5-letter words over and over again for this to, like, scale well, I feel like. Because that's how you would also get strong tiles. Whereas this gives you just strong tiles for free. And the tiles, I feel like, can do a lot of heavy lifting. So I'm going to go with that. Increase the other O by 5 points. Oiler. Coil. I mean, coiler might even... Is that a word? It is. Still not using this. Still not using this W or this Y. I don't know. I'm seeing this and I'm liking this, so. Also, it's a one-shot. which is probably fine. Add a multi's value equal adds a multi's value equal to the hand's letter with the lowest points value. Okay, if I'm reading and understanding that correctly, that is raised fist from Balatro, which in Balatro is not a very good joker. But here it's also probably not a very good bonus because it sounds like you're just adding. I'm assuming it's when this bonus activates on the letters remaining in a hand at the end of score count. Okay, so it sounds like you're adding most likely adding just +1 mult to every word, which sounds trash. Unless you manage to use a lot of... Unless you manage to get your low scoring tiles out of your hand into the word, but then you're just scoring low scoring tiles in the word instead. Or if maybe you were able to power up literally your entire bag with like the consonant power up I had in my previous run, then maybe I could see that working. If there's a vowel equivalent and you can like get rid of all your E's and I's or get them up to 3, and then you're adding 3 multi per hand played. But even still, like stock, that just seems kind of bad. As a multi's value equal to the difference in letter count with the previous word. I'm wondering if this and like does this and like twins from the last selection, like do they scale with the like will they scale with your first hand every round based off the previous hand you played in the previous round? Because like I just one-shot the last round. This wouldn't activate if I need to play them in the same round. But if this will activate next round based on what I played last round, that's maybe pretty good. It's either pretty good or genuinely useless half the time. +1 reroll if the word contains at least as many consonants as vowels. That's fine, I guess. Rerolls just aren't entirely enticing. Okay, so I was just dogging on stock like the whole time because I was reading from left to right, but I honestly think it manages to be the best out of these 3 options, which is impressive because it sounds like it's pretty bad. But at least technically there's like a 1 in 25 chance for it to score you 2 or 3 or 4 multi. Or I guess if you played a word and managed to keep like Z as the last. Well, maybe that's a way to think about it. No, not even, because you have so many things in hand. Z is never going to be the last and the lowest thing in your hand. You'd have to play literally every other tile except for Z. Or if you had like Z and 2 X's and Q, and you played every other tile except for those 4, then you'd score like the 8 points from X. I guess I'm going to try re-rolling. Yo-Yo's back, Legendary's back. Point is... Okay, so Point and Legendary are actually good. I think that Legendary is better than Point. I think Point's probably mostly felt good last run because I played a lot of P's and N's in my last couple of words. But even still, like powering up O and I to go from... I already is... I +6 base? My eyes were +6 last run. That'd be 13 points per played eye. That's actually really good. I like special items though. We'll go with this. Exclamation point. That's the benefit of drawing, or of picking legendary, because exclamation point just seems genuinely broken. Seems like probably the best tile you could have. +1 special letter each draw. Okay, the other thing is I'm wondering if these are guaranteeing special letters in the draw, or if they're adding +1 to my hand size each, which is also a completely broken side effect, if that's what it's doing. But I didn't count my hand size last time. But if that's what this is doing, it is adding +1 hand size, and the +1 is guaranteed to be legendary. I don't see how this isn't literally a must-take every single time you're offered it. Okay, I'm a D away from widget. I would really like to play both of these G's. And maybe the A as well, even. I could play like tagged, but that also needs the G that I would want for widget. I would probably play tagged. Just for the sake of playing these special tiles. They're both 6 letters long. Yeah, they're both 6 letters long, but I and E and T are just worse letters to play. So I guess let's look for a D if we can. Nope, not that one. Tagged. I'll just reroll these. Yikes. Q with no U. I think I need to reroll that as well. One reroll. Wait. Did your reroll count go by tile and not by the amount of times you reroll? No, it's by the tile. Okay. Like Geist. Didn't get the D. So we need to work with this. Double check that this is a word. Okay, no, I guess it's not. I thought it was. You have waste, but that is worse than being able to play this G. So it might just have to happen. I have sight. Is that any good? Yeah. Play sight. Joker? That's an asterisk. But close enough. Replace any letter, destroy after play or reroll. Oh, I see. Yeah, Joker is in like it's a special card. Okay. Well, that could be my D if I need it to be. It is guaranteed 10 points though, so it actually seems like a good way to play this would be to replace a low-scoring vowel in any word, just to replace, like if I could find a word with an E and play it instead of an E, it would just be playing a 10-point E instead. Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at this and I'm seeing wagging, and instead of the I, which would be a low-scoring vowel, I can replace it with the Joker. Oh, or not wagging, waging, rather, is what I would play. I still have my exclamation points. This is looking probably pretty good. Nice. Straight up +5 multis. There's only one letter in the reroll. The rerolled letter will be improved. That's sort of good, but also like just makes your rerolls weak, which are already a really scarce resource. Like I only have one reroll. I got +1 for completing the level. Like rerolls are pretty scarce. That just using it on only one letter and then putting that back in the bag, which is really deep, and not necessarily having a consistent way to get that letter back out, that seems inefficient to me. +5 multis and +7 points for each triggered letter here is like, obviously point is just has a way higher ceiling. If you just play 2 of those letters, that's +7 as opposed to +5. Excuse me, it's +9 if you were to play 2, because that's +14 versus +5. So there's a 9 differential. You could just play the word point, and you would get, 35 points as opposed to +5 from boost. So I think point is just straight up better. Underline 1.5 of the multi's value when the letter is triggered. Yes, that's right. So I noticed I upgraded my 3rd slot a lot. If I could find a word with a L. I have 3 exclamation marks. That can't be balanced. I had an A. I'm an A away from sleaze. Similarly, I'm 1 more E away from sneeze, but that doesn't include the L. Just a letter. Probably A. Although, I mean, it's in a +3, so it'd still be good. Kind of hard to fit. Like, if I had an A, I could play saline. Right? Assuming I am spelling saline correctly in my head, but I believe that's spelled S-A-L-E-N-E. Saline, like the name. I could play lines. That's playing the underline on a ×1, which is a little bit sad. I mean, I doubt nil is gonna work. Nil works. It's better than lines if I get to play this on the... I get 2.5 multis out of it, right? I'm gonna play this, I think. I think it was worth it to just play that mult. Okay, bold letters are triggered an additional time. +1 energy at the end of round rewards. First time energy runs out. We only have 1 reroll, which I believe applies to this, so let's not use those. Take extra bold. I have a couple of bolds in my deck. Man, I'm a C away from voices, which is very tempting. I can't just play Vice though, which is honestly not terrible. Vices, of course. I don't know if it makes a difference which... Yeah, I don't think it makes a difference which S I put in this, because improved tile is going to come into my next draw. Play this. Looks good. Good shot, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. Looking pretty good. So this is raised fist again. Adds multi's value equal to the hand with the lowest points value. Plus another reroll, which I'm not too worried about. I feel like honestly, maybe it's pretty good, but I'm kind of just playing for points. Rerolls just kind of feel bad to use. They're so limited and your bag is so deep, like it feels just kind of weird. I don't really have many underlined letters though. Oh, and this is immediate too, so I'd be powering up. Underlined letters gain. Oh, I'd be powering up what is currently in my bag, which is only one underlined letter. Let's take stock, I guess, and we'll see. If I can use this asterisk to play all of these letters and have stock at an exclamation point, that would go crazy. I'm trying to find a way to play this N, though, because I'm seeing whose. I'm seeing shown. Sure, letter N is titled 2 more times. Okay, so that makes shown. Wait, no. Ugh. Whose puts it here. Shown puts it here. Pretty unfortunate. I'm not 100% sure what word I'm spelling, if I'm being completely honest. Bowen. Bowen, Cohen, Owen, Bowen, Gowen, Howen, Jowen, Cohen, Lowen, Mowen, Nowen, Howen, Rowan, Sowen. Yeah, I'm not a bajillion% sure what word I'm spelling, but I do know that it looks pretty good. Especially with this retrigger actually fitting on the +5 mult. And stock giving me +4 instead of a +1 with N or with E. Let's just send it. Looks good to me. Huge. Be happy with that. And then round 7 will be the last round, right? Okay, well, let's see what we can do. Bonus increases by +1 per word. Good. Surf just like starts off being better than your average stock play. It starts off the same as my previous stock play, which was lucky enough to hit as high as it did. Although, to be honest, if I take another stock and I actually get a word that I can fill out every tile with, and then stock an exclamation mark, that's going to be better. And this is the last round, so it's not like served is going to be able to stack it all. I think let's take stock. Oh, and I drew a J, which is not very good. I have a lot of energy. Maybe my next one I'll be able to fill out. Are you kidding? Q! Increase the other Q by plus 5 points. Is there another Q? No. Jesus Christ. I almost just straight up have Behold. But R doesn't fit in there, and Q obviously does not fit in there. I think I need to reroll this. Although, like, technically I can keep it, and it is plus 10 to work off of stock. Like bear. I would like to get rid of this H. You almost have like rehab, but the wrong vowel. Rehab. Erob. Herb. Herbo. Double stock with the O being on the bench would be better than leaving the A on the bench to play, or the H rather on the bench to play boar, right? Because I'd get more points with this activating than with it scoring once. Like leaving it on the bench is like scoring it twice as opposed to scoring it once. Play it. I almost don't want this to win. Okay. Maybe I should have played weaker. And then played an additional hand to overscore. That might have been better. Oh well. 7,637. I don't think is very close to the... Yeah, these guys are at 20,000. Pretty good scores. Although I was pretty close to making the leaderboard. Maybe try one more time and see if I can hit the leaderboard. Could be fun. I mean, if I just played the exact same thing I did and then played 4 and then an additional hand, I might have won. I might have made it onto the leaderboard. Okay, now I need to actually remember what I was doing now. I believe I played Poise. Right, I think I'm already diverting from my previous path because I don't remember playing Aches, but that's what I saw, and it looks like it'll score well, so... Wait, these are different. This isn't seeded. Adds a multi's value equal to the number of rerolls. That's just trash. That's just awful. That's just Zorro, but worse. Zorro, but slower. I'm gonna take Legendary, though, so I can just start randomly stacking up a bunch of exclamation marks. Decent. Super J. It's gonna end the round. I want to give this a try. Oh, I have oranges. That's crazy. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Let's just do this, I guess, for stock exchange. See what happens. I mean, I'll get +1 for sure. Alright, let's not waste rerolls, though. Take it for what it is. That's a one-shot. No surprise there. I think point is just too strong, though. Especially with how short these runs are. Nice. Right up on it. I mean, honestly, it's playing this hanging on to Vex. Like, it's not even that bad. I think I like it. I feel like there should be some words I should be able to think of with those remaining tiles that should be decent enough. This is just the best that I have for stock. Ooh. Exclamation mark, big. Most decent. More. Okay, so scaling, even though it's the last stage. Probably the most immediate I'm gonna get. I think let's just send it. Last level I have 3 energy anyways, so if anything, I want to build up some score without winning, and then win it all in the last one. Assuming it doesn't just straight up win, which it might. It did. Darn it. Might have been a way to sack and get another word in there, but we'll see if that one did any better than my last one. Did by about 600 or something. Oh well.